nieces and nephews. This is Auntie, and welcome back to Auntie No's Kitchen. Today, and to the new nieces and nephews, welcome to the family. Today we are going to be making some chicken Parmesan, okay, over pasta. So give me a moment, and we're going to get started. But for now, we have our egg. I have 3 eggs with a little bit of milk that's been mixed together. I have some flour that I just seasoned just with some black pepper and salt, and I have my Italian breadcrumbs. These are Progresso, so that's basically it. And I have my 6 breasts. Well, it was really 3 breasts, and I just sliced them. I did not have to pound them because I sliced them very well. And I have some water over here that I'm going to put my spaghetti pasta in. And I have my board. So we're going to give me a moment. I need to get some gloves, and we're going to get started. Okay, first we're going to take the chicken breast. The first one, I'm going to dip it in my egg. Make sure it's well coated with your egg. And then we're going to go to the flour. Uh-oh, I messed up. I was supposed to go flour, egg, and breadcrumb. So let's go. I got to redip. That's okay. Mess up. I'm just going this way. Just make sure you're, watching. I'm over here watching this spaghetti because I did not break my spaghetti. Okay. I'm going to start with my flour. I got to start with flour first. Okay, you start with your flour first. Then your egg. Then your breadcrumbs. And make sure you cover your chicken with your breadcrumb. Make sure it's nicely covered. And what I'm doing all the chicken breasts at one time so I can just fry them all at one time. Now, you don't fry them to cook them because they have to go in the oven after this. And see, that's why I said I didn't have to pound them because you see how well they were sliced, butterfly. I didn't have to pound them. And this is 3 eggs with a little bit of milk. Just make sure that your breast has been covered well with the egg mixture, because that's what helps the breadcrumbs stick. This used to be one of my favorite dishes. This and lasagna. This and lasagna is my favorite dish. Caitlin's favorite is chicken Parmesan and ziti. My son is ziti. Yeah, so this my pasta is doing good, so I can get the rest of it, the rest of the length down in there. And this was just the right amount of breadcrumbs that I needed. And I'm going to show you, I'm not going to make my pasta sauce. If you want to know how to make the pasta sauce, you can go to my playlist and look on the European or sauces, and you'll see my recipe to make my pasta sauce. Gonna move these over so I can get this one down so it can be all by its lonesome. And this is the last one, this little bitty one. So you can imagine who this belongs to. Me. Get this in the egg mixture. What are you doing? Come on, little spaghetti. Why are you caught up in the spoon? And just put this last one in the breadcrumbs, and then we're going to get the next step over to this. Make sure the other side is nicely coated. And if you have gloves, this is why it's good to use gloves. You see my hand? Okay, we're going to lay this right here. Little housekeeping, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're ready to get our chicken breast in. I'm going to do 2 at a time, and I have my pan over here to place them in when they're done. Now what you're doing, you're not cooking them where they're all the way done. What you're doing, you're giving them a nice, beautiful coat on each side. Nice, beautiful brown coat. And what I'm doing, I'm lifting it up to check my coat color because I don't want it burnt. I want a beautiful coating on each side. I don't want it burnt. So that's why I'm watching it very carefully. And you're really not going to see the coating once your dish has come all together. You're not going to really see the coating. So you're not going to, so I'm going to let these cook, and I'll be right back. Here are 4 of the 5 chicken breasts that fit in this pan. Now, I'm going to tell you, some people bake theirs in sauce. I do not. I do not bake my chicken Parmesan. I do not bake it in sauce. And you'll see how I do mine. I don't like baking it in pasta sauce. So I'm going to put this in the oven, uncover, and finish cooking it for about 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, because this chicken is not done, okay? Only thing you doing on top of the stove is giving it this beautiful color. I'm going to put it in the oven for about 40 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, because it's going to be on 350. Chicken breast doesn't take long to cook, but I want an internal temperature of 165, okay? That's how I'll know that it's done. So I'm going to put this in the oven, and I shall return. Okay, now I'm going to dress up this jar sauce. And what I got this big jar, 45-ounce jar of Prego. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add to this a can of petite diced tomatoes and tomato juice. And I'm going to add about a tablespoon of tomato paste. Going to sprinkle in some oregano. That's about a teaspoon. And I'm going to sprinkle in a teaspoon, the same amount of basil. Put in some fresh ground black pepper. Some salt. That's my oven. And I'm going to give this a good stir. And I'm going to put this on very low simmer. Very low. I'm going to put it on number 2.5. And I'm going to just leave this alone. I'm going to, after I mix everything together, mix my little dry herbs. Now, if you use fresh herbs, you can use fresh oregano and fresh basil. But this is how you dress up that jar sauce. Because I don't have 4 or 5 hours to give to make homemade sauce. It wouldn't have any meat in it, but marinara sauce. I don't have the time today to make marinara sauce. It doesn't take 4. If you was doing the pasta sauce, that takes hours. But I don't have the time today to make pasta sauce, meatless pasta sauce. So I'm going to leave this alone. I've got my herbs blended. I got my salt and pepper blended in. You can add onion powder. You can add garlic powder. You can if you want to. It's totally up to you. I'm not doing that today. Okay, so I'm going to leave this alone and just let it simmer. Just start letting, I'm going to let it simmer until my cutlets come out of the oven. Okay? I've got 2 minutes left on my cutlets. So my sauce is nice and simmer. It's been simmering for 30 minutes. These dried herbs, and you can actually smell the difference in the sauce that it's been doctored up than just pouring it out of the jar. This is a quick and easy chicken Parmesan, you know, full of flavor, but not all the work. The only thing that's shortcut is your sauce. You see how pretty those are? They're done. I'm going to check my temperature. Now, why would you want to cover that up with sauce? Oh, they're very good and done. Very good and done. Now, I'm going to show you the reason why I don't cut it up, bake it in sauce. Because, you know, I always plate with my spaghetti. And then I layer sauce on top of it. And then let me show you. I have to fit someone a plate to pick up. And I'll show you why I do not bake my Parmesan inside the sauce. I've piled on lots of pasta sauce. Lots of pasta. And then I'm going to layer a good amount of this sauce onto the pasta. Then what I'm going to do is pick up one of these cutlets and lay it on top. And then I'm going to put more sauce on top. And I'm going to top it with some cheese. And here we are. Look at that. And you can add as much cheese as you want. And that is it. And she's gonna pick this up because she's on her way home from work. And that is it, my lovely. So I'm gonna fix these back up. Caitlin loves chicken parmesan, so I'm gonna fix her a plate. And I hope you truly make this for your family. This is a really good shortcut chicken parmesan, and you can't go wrong with it, okay? To the next video, hugs and kisses to each of you, and talk to you later. Love you guys. Bye.